Hello everyone. Today is Thursday, February 29th, 2024 at 5:30 a.m. in the morning precisely. So, excuse me. Um it's really cold today. And so pardon me with having my hood and everything on my head and everything. Excuse me. So I got a little mucus in my throat. Um, so I may have gotten a tiny bit of sleep tonight, but don't remember. I don't remember having any sleep at all. Another night of sleep deprivation. So um I got the paycheck, the work paycheck this morning. Excuse me. And well, the first day of that job, um the first day of work, I the manager started me to clock in and work 30 minutes late. But then the next day, that Friday, I try to make up for it by switching out with another coworker and working an extra hour later, But then they switched my schedule, and originally they had me off Tuesday and Wednesday, but then they switched it to me being off Monday and Tuesday. So that's like an extra probably $66 that I could have had, if they wouldn't have switched my schedule because of the way the pay period and everything. So that was an extra day's worth of work I could have had if the off days would not have been switched. Excuse me. So then so then so I have a whole 2 weeks worth of paycheck minus one day because since they switched the schedule around. I see somebody walking over here. Excuse me. And I apologize for any noise and that purpose, walking over here on purpose, being distracting. So and he come over here towards here to light up a cigarette. Now he walks the other way. Excuse me. So I'm supposed to 2 weeks from now have like another 1 week worth of paycheck, but minus one day and a couple of hours. So that would probably be like roughly $100 probably. 90 to $100. Excuse me. And the fact that I'm doing a video over here and he's trying to distract me on purpose. You don't have any reason to be over here. Get the hell away from here. He's coming over here trying to perp me. So, excuse me. So then, you know, excuse me. The reason why I said that because I knew he was coming over here trying to perp and distract me. That's why I said what I said. So, um, I mean, I don't even know if next paycheck. Well, I mean, let me see. If the next paycheck might be, my brain can't think properly right now, but if the next paycheck might be $200 more, or I don't think it'll be less than $200, but um I think it might be under $250, but I don't know yet. So I said what due to my homeless situation and them wrongfully, gang stalking me out of motels and extended stay hotels and all that. Excuse me. Now I'm forced to have regular hotels to stay in, and no shelters available. And you know, if there were shelters available, they would have mobbed me out. Excuse me. Well, I mean, with my work paycheck that I got this time, excuse me, it was under $550, under that much. And with about almost half of that money, I have to almost half of that money I have to use it towards, those couple of times I had to go to the emergency room. I have to pay those bills, and I also have to pay the bond fees and whatever extra other fees for for being wrongfully arrested with false criminal charges due to the gang stalking. So I can't even enjoy my first paycheck, my entire first paycheck for me. And so with the paycheck, it seems like by the idea of paying individually for hotel room, if this is how I gotta be forced to live between the hotel and the streets, and I can't even find or can't even get a place to live, and due to the gang stalking, I can't live anywhere permanently. Excuse me. I cannot enjoy my first paycheck the way I really would have wanted to. I gotta use half of that almost half of that on bills, and the other half on freaking, survival. So I probably can, and then the weekend is coming up. They raised the hotel prices on the weekend, so it seems like I could only get like, excuse me, like 2 or 3 weekend nights, I'm sorry for those the loud noise. I hope y'all can hear me. Excuse me. I got my earbuds in. So, well, yeah, so imagine having a job that pays so low that if you spend individually per night, you know, you only can get like 5 or 6 days of hotel room from a 2 week paycheck. So if the pay is so low that the hotel room stay exceeds the amount that you get paid to work, each day. Excuse me. So, but I've seen people who have good enough jobs that, you know, if if they have certain jobs where they pay to live in hotels, or maybe the company pays for it, and that might be how they're able to live in hotels and work and still have a car and everything else. But I knew that the silverware rolling job could nowhere near get me, like, be enough to get me a place to live. They would say that plus the Social Security and all that the pay is still too low and not high enough to meet, three and a half times the rent. And plus, it's definitely not enough for me to get a car or save up for anything, you know. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm only able to get like let's see, maybe about $300 of the work paycheck, approximately 300, maybe less than 300, that I'm able to use, like, for, I mean, I need to restock on hygiene and toiletries and my vitamins and supplements, you know, excuse me, that I need to survive and maintain myself. But that seems like, the remainder of the paycheck, that seems kind of like snack money, in addition to the Social Security check or the SSI check or whatever, you know. So, you know, I mean, well, so I don't know, like, the fake Darnell Williams perp came to harass me so much yesterday, and I'm already under stress. I'm traumatized. You're sick in the fucking head to torment and harass and make fun of me while kicking me down harder and attacking me while I'm at my lowest, and this shit is not funny. you know. And so he was harassing me, telling me, get ready, because we're going to run you out of Louisiana very, very, very soon, or something like that, he said. And, just making dumb, stupid comments. And, talking about greedy jailbird and stuff like that. And then he tried to rub it in my face about how it would be hard for me to get another job, or I won't be able to get another job with, with that on my record. But they deliberately try to make criminal mischief charge sound worse than criminal trespassing. But what the officers did to me was criminal mischief. You know, so I didn't realize maybe the laws in Louisiana or whatever for staying by vacant property or whatever, if it's different from Florida, because I had never, in New Orleans, I had never really stayed at like an abandoned building or house or anything like that, you know. And in Pensacola, I never stayed by like a house that's for sale or abandoned house. It would be like public businesses. And the Pensacola police never really bothered me or never told me that I was trespassing, and except for that one time that this female perp had a green SUV and one headlight, and I filmed and recorded her, and she got mad and lied, bullied me and lied on me and said that that she owned the place and she was a customer, and the Pensacola police officers, they believed her lies, and they treated me with harsh, police brutality, and the police, they do not respect you or your belongings. Like if they intentionally stomp all over your blanket on purpose in front of your face, antagonizing and provoking you on purpose just to pretend to, like, and then if they're stumping all over, if they break your phone or something, and you question them about it verbally, and then they would shoot or tase you and then falsely claim that they were threatened, or when they're the ones bullying and threatening you. So